All right. There's a ton of new people today, so I want to just get everybody's names so everybody knows each other because we're all one team, one mission, and even though they're not your downlines or your upline, we're one team. So I want everybody to feel like they can go to each other, even if that's what's nice because your sideline is your bloodline. It's somebody who does not count on your business to make them grow. So I mean, you guys are all my downlines, so this is a bad example. But, like, say Rachel was my sideline, and I was like, Rachel, I'm having a down day. My team is not, like, motivated. Rachel, it's nice to be able to talk to her because she's not my downline, technically. She is, but whatever. If she wasn't, then that's somebody whose business who doesn't count on you. So reach out to your sidelines, even though your business does not, depend on them, because that's somebody who's going to lead you in the right path because what you do with your business doesn't matter to them. So just reach out to those sidelines. So I want everybody to, like, maybe stand up, like kindergarten style, stand up, say your name, and how long you've been in it, and your reason why you're doing this, why you joined. Rachel, you can start.
I'm Rachel. I've been in it since September 18th. What else do I have to say?
Why?
Why? I'm doing this for my family. This is my fiance and my son.
Woo, Zach!
Because I want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yay!
I'm Courtney. I've been in it since the very end of October, and I'm doing it because eventually soon, next semester I'll be going to nursing school, and I don't want to have to work and do that. I'm Alyssa. I've been in it since the end of September, and I started out just because Rachel pushed me into it. But now I'm planning a wedding, so we really need the money. I'm Dawn Mancus, and I'm doing it for my son.
I'm Lisa. I've been hard at work since September. I was Rachel's first distributor. I do it because I go to nursing school, so I really don't have time for another job, and I'm saving for my children.
I'm Casey.
Sorry, sir, you have to stand up.
I'm Casey, and I've been doing it since November. Lisa is the reason why I'm doing it, and it's kind of going. I'm going to take like 3 of those. So
You're even rocking It Works colors today. Yep.
I'm Hunter. I've been in it since Thanksgiving this time. My why is I have a almost 9-month-old daughter, and hopefully I just bought a new car, and I want to get my $5,000 wedding ring, so and then that was my dream ring, so, and then, I don't know, just because I'm a stay-at-home mom anyway, so I was like, hey, if you want to do this on my shirt, why not? Oh, and this is my potential distributor.
Woo! We love potential!
Do you want to say your why?
Well, I've got my own son, so, and my family want to stay home and go to school, so.
Yep.
And I've been in it since the middle of December, and I homeschool 4 children.
Oh, Jesus.
So this makes me look at a full-time job. Just been looking for something for love that I can do at home while I'm still able to enjoy my children.
Props to you.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm in Breeze. I've been in this since Saturday.
Woo!
And I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have to
I'm Lori. I've been in it since November 16th, and I do it to pay off debt and take vacation.
Olivia back there is my best friend. I've been doing this forever, and she still won't join. So, anyone else wants to go? Katie?
I'm Katie. I've been in this since November, and the reason why I started was because I wanted to shut my boyfriend up about bills. And I'm going into radiology school, so again, there'd be no time for a real-time job, so I just wanted to make more money, and it's a fun time. So.
I'm Jody. I've been in since the end of January, and I got into it to support my 2 children, and so that I wouldn't have to have a long-term full-time job. I'm Byron. I just started on Sunday.
Yay!
I'm in it because I just had a baby, so I have my family.
Yay! You're not a distributor yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, goodness.
I'm Megan. I got my kit on Saturday, so I just started. Yeah. And the reason I started doing it is this little bundle right here, go live, and for 2 older brothers at home, I want to take us all on a trip to Disney. That's my goal.
Yay! Green carpet, Disney trip.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I just joined 2 weeks ago. Something like that. I don't know. I got my kid not too long ago too. And I don't know. I just kind of joined because, money's hard, times are hard. I don't really know what I want to do with my life or where I want to go, but it'd be nice to have the money to do it. So
There we go.
I'm with Eva. I started September-ish, I think. And my way is going to start nursing school this fall, hopefully, and I can work and do nursing school at the same time.
We've got a lot of nurses in the building.
I'm Renee. I started at the end of October, maybe in November, and my why is just to make extra spending money. Just my money too. Yeah. My name is Hannah, and I started at the beginning of October. And my why is basically my son. And I'm a single mom, so it's even better to make money that way.
Hi, my name's Shelby. I came in for a month, 2 days ago. And my why is because I will also be attending nursing school in the fall, and my boyfriend wanted to stay in California, and I want to live there.
Yay. Zach, would you like to tell us your why?
Yes.
My name is
Stand,
Zach.
please.
My name is Zach. I don't have a why.
Zach!
I just to make Rachel happy.
He's honest. Mr. in the back, can you please stand, state your name? No, stand up and state your name. State your name and your why.
I'm Sean Smith. We joined to make extra money, but now it's more of a career for her, mostly. Plus our house, so hopefully a new truck for me this year.
Car first, please.
So that's my why.
And I am Desi, and I have been in since July. And my why was originally because we were freaking poor, and we needed money, and I wanted a house so bad. And now it's as of February 28th. This is going to be my full-time job. I'm quitting my job. I called my work actually today and put my 2 weeks in. So now I have to do it no matter what. So that was it. And okay. I'm feeling really awkward today, everyone. I'm usually not. I might be this awkward usually. Okay. What? Sorry. All right. One of the biggest things I want to talk about today is staying positive and just surrounding yourself with positive people, because I know a lot of people in December, there's a lot of new people. Well, we're all new. I'm still new. Everybody's new. But newer people here, and they were here. They started in December, and December was a slow month for everyone. That's going to happen every single year. December, November, it's the holidays. Everybody wants to save their money, everything else like that. So that was a slow month, and I don't want everybody to be discouraged because, again, that was a slow month for everybody. That's not how it is. We're coming into our busiest time of the year. Everybody's getting their taxes returned back. Most people gave up on their New Year's Eve resolutions or whatever they're called. But, they still have that hope in their head, I want to get fit, summer's coming, all that good stuff. So it's important to just keep positive. It's going to get better. And as long as you stay consistent, stay positive, and stay loving the product, loving what you do, you're going to get it, and you're going to get better, and you're just going to keep getting better as long as you stay with it. But if you give up, obviously you're not going to get anything, and you're not going to get to the point where you can stay home with your kids, or you're not going to get to the point where you're going to be able to do this full time if you give up, or if you you know, one week you're super positive, you're super happy, you want to do all this stuff, and then the next week you don't post at all. You just don't say anything about your business, because if your business is, or if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. And obviously if your business is closed, you're not going to be making any money. So it's so important to stay positive. If you have people on your Facebook, because we all post on Facebook, and if you don't, you should. Even men. Sean doesn't have a Facebook, but you should be posting on Twitter. And it's just so important to, if you have all these people that are being negative on your Facebook, and some of them, like in the beginning, when I started, there was nobody around here, so nobody really knew what I was doing. But there was a lot of people, like at my full-time job where I work, they're like, what, did your Facebook get hacked? Well, like they were so mean to me about it, and now they're all sitting there making $9.25 an hour, like, you're quitting your job? Are you kidding me? And now they're all jealous, and they're like, did you really get that bonus? Are you really about to get a $30,000 bonus? I'm like, yeah, assholes. You were so mean to me. And it's true, they were so mean to me. So it's putting that negativity aside and just saying, you know what, I can do this. These people are not signing your paychecks. You're signing your paychecks. So forget them, seriously, because if Rachel listened to the people who were negative towards her, Zach, then she wouldn't be where she is today. And she's about to be a full-time stay-at-home mom too. So it's so important to just forget all of those negative people and just keep moving. And if people are being rude to you on your Facebook, delete the comments, block them, and be done. I block people all the time. If they're like, I see all these people on my Facebook posting about it works, just go to the gym. Okay, screw you, bye. Sometimes I leave them because I know I can turn them around. But if you're seeing all that negativity, it's going to seep into you, and you're going to continue to be negative. And if you're negative, if you're posting on your Facebook like, oh, my life sucks, today's a bad day, if you're seeing that all the time, nobody's going to want to be a distributor with you. You go to somebody who's positive, who, like, you want your life to be like. This is an It Works adventure. If I was constantly posting, like, negative stuff, like, oh, I hate my life, today's terrible, oh, join It Works, we have so much fun, like, how contradicting is that? It's awful. Nobody would want to do that. They want to live through your adventure. They want to have that adventure with you. How jealous was everybody when everybody went to Limelight and everybody was having so much fun, and we're sitting on our computers like, oh, I wish I would have went. I literally would cry because I didn't go to Limelight. It looked like so much fun. And other people are doing that. Like, they're getting paid to hang out with all their friends. That's why we should watch what we're posting and, you know, keep the positivity going and to show them, like, this could be your life. Like, when Sean and I bought our house. Oh, It Works bought me a new shower head. It Works bought all my paint today. People are seeing that. It's not just the whole... I've noticed, at least with my business, and I was posting before and after, and then join my team, $500 a month. Okay, that sounds great, but when I started posting about, Sean and I just bought a house, I'm 20 years old, or, you know, we're buying all this stuff right now, and we're this age, and I'm quitting my job, and we're doing all this stuff, people see, okay, wait a minute, that's real money, they're actually getting that. When you show people, yes, I'm actually making this money, I'm not just saying you can, you're going to get more people interested in it. And same thing with loyal customers. That's being a product of the products. If they don't see that you're using any products and you're staying the same and everything like that, they're going to be like, well, why should I buy it if they're not even using it? Or if somebody is like, hey, have you used a wrap? And you're like, oh, no, I haven't. But this girl did. It doesn't look as good as saying, yeah, I did, and these are my awesome results. And if you haven't done a full treatment, you need to. Even if you, like, I don't know, you need to do a full treatment of something, whether it be the facials, the wraps, do a full month of the Confianza, or the Relief, and have a testimony of that product. That way you can say, this is what I do, this is why I love it, and this is why it's going to change your business when you're able to say, this is the product that changed my life, and it can change yours too. Because it's going to make a huge difference. Because a lot of people see pictures when they're like, well, did you do one? And I'll show them the picture of my wraps. And they're like, oh, okay. And I, like, almost all of them, once they see my wrap results, they're like, okay, I'll be a loyal customer because I see you use them. If you use them, you obviously believe in them. So it's important to post about you using the products. Even if it's like the supplements, like you're taking the omegas or something, that's not something that you might necessarily see results from. But post a picture of you taking all your vitamins and all your supplements and stuff like that, or post about how great it makes you feel or something. Like, work it into your everyday life, and it's not a job. Oh, another thing while we're on the topic of posting is, I know there's a lot of like sensitive topics going around, whether it be the vaccination or, you know, I don't know, ISIS, whatever. You know, there's a lot of that stuff going on, and it's important to just kind of steer away from those topics, because I can't stress enough, if somebody is posting something, and even for me, and they're like ranting and raving about stuff on their Facebook, I'm not going to want to go to them and like trust them with telling them, you know, I'm struggling with this or I'm struggling with that, like trying to get their help with something. If they're ranting and raving, calling everybody a B, or, you know, talking about all the stuff, and like, it's fine, you can have an opinion. I'm not telling you not to have an opinion, but kind of not keep it to yourself. You don't have to put it on Facebook. Everything doesn't have to go on Facebook. So it's just important to stay away from those topics, because you could be steering away your the next runner that you could have just because you wanted to rant and rave. And it's not worth it, because it's going to cause debate and everything like that. So it's just important to keep in mind. Think of your page, like, sit there as a potential distributor. Say you're thinking about becoming a distributor. Scroll through your page. Are you sitting there cussing and swearing? I swear all the time in real life, but I keep it off my Facebook because it might intimidate some people. They might be super against swearing. So it's just important to sit there and realize, like, you don't want to make yourself seem unapproachable. Sorry, I have to look at my notes. Oh, another thing, whether it be in person, online, anything, if somebody comments negative or if somebody's doing something against compliance, reach out to an upline. Don't, like, start a brawl on Facebook, or don't, like, it's okay to be factual, but don't, like, it makes us look really unprofessional, and it makes us look like we're just, like, a bunch of people running around ganging up on each other, because we're all one team, one mission. It doesn't matter if they're totally different across the country, because we're global. It doesn't matter. We're still one team, one mission. We're all working towards one goal, changing people's lives, whether it be as a loyal customer and helping them with their health, or changing them as a distributor and changing with their financial freedom. It doesn't matter. We're all one team, one mission, and we should be acting that way. That means, like, stay positive towards each other. If they're doing something against compliance, reach out to an upline or message them. Don't post it all over Facebook, because, again, that makes us look really bad, and we don't want that. We want people to see us as professionals. This is a business. And as a business, this is your business. This is everybody's own business. This is you changing your life. This is not your upline's business. It's not your downline's business. It's not your sideline's business. It's your business. You need to do things that are best for your business. And that means whether it be, like, placing, whether it be, you know, I don't know, anything. The way, what you wear, what you post, everything, it's your business. So if you feel more comfortable not posting before and afters and just doing your personal testimony, do that. You don't have to run your business because of what your upline says or what your sideline says or what everybody else does. This is your own business for a reason. So that's important to remember. And then I wanted to talk about staying plugged in, because I know a lot of people on my team are having struggles staying plugged in, and it's so important to stay plugged in, because you could be feeling really down and stuff like that, and we have amazing leaders. Yeah, most of them are far, they're in Indiana, that does suck, but they have a lot of really good tips. They have a lot of really good calls that they do. They have a lot of really good meetings. Rachel and I and Lisa, we just drove out for One Team, One Mission recap, and it was amazing. It wasn't even that long. It wasn't a long meeting at all, but it's just feeling that energy in the room, feeling people, like, all these people are pretty much retired. They're home with the kids. Just seeing that energy and, like, feeling that, it changed your business. After that, I just felt, like, so pumped. Like, I can do this. I felt more confident of my choice to leave my job, because I know that they're doing it every single day. So it's just important to stay plugged in on the phone calls, because you learn so much. I know a lot of people want to talk about blitzing. And there was a really good call that Tiffany Hurd just did. It was Tiffany, right? And a bunch of, was it anybody else? And Megan Tansey's like Blitz Queen. We went out to dinner and she was like, nobody blitzed them yet? And she like ran up to these people who were just all looking at us in our bright green and black right when we walked in. She didn't even sit down yet. And like, they just felt her energy. And them just feeling, they might not even care about the product. They might not, but they might. I have people come up to me all the time. Oh, you're an It Works distributor? I want to hear about it because I can never find one. Or something like that. You don't know who's interested until you open up your mouth. Because it'll change your business. Like I said, if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. So it's important. Talk to everybody and anybody who will listen. And on that topic, launch parties. Who has not done a launch party yet? It's a lot of people.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Although a lot of us joined around the same time, like literally last year, it's never too late. We are trying to have, obviously we try to get them in the first 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
But, and I never had mine. She was trying to set it up, and I was like, I don't have 3 friends. And but Lori, she signed up right before Thanksgiving, and she just had this last weekend. She had surgery, she was out. She was like, I'm ready to have my party, and she signed 2 distributors in a lawyer.
Yeah, and I had a couple other phone calls.
And it was crazy. So, like, the reason why we try to do them in the first 2 weeks is because if you're, like, starting to post right away, I know when I started to post, people were like, I don't even know what this is. It's different, like, having them come to your actual party and seeing it. You can start talking to them, ask, like, what they're trying to target, stuff like that, so.
And feeling that energy coming from you, how excited you are.
You also don't have to, a lot of people also are turned off by it because they think that they have to go buy all the products. You're supposed to reach out to your upline, and your upline's supposed to launch your party for you. So, like, I would bring all of my products to Courtney's house. Courtney would invite her friends, even if it's just 2 or 3.
Even if it's one person, that one person can be your runner. That can be your loyal customer for life. It does not matter.
So don't be scared of them, because that could be your first, you could have your launch party and sign your first 4 and get your 120 right there.
Yep. Even if it's just your mom, it doesn't matter, because it gets you, like, you can see how you're supposed to launch a business. You can see how to do it, because I didn't have a launch party or anything like that, but I did my first party by myself, and I was terrified because I never saw one, anything like that. It's scary when you're just starting out. But if you're at the launch party, like I said, even if it's one person, even if it's one person, then it doesn't matter because you can see it and you can see, okay, this is what I'm supposed to talk about. This is the party pad, and you can go through it. It doesn't matter. Even if you do it in front of your dogs, it doesn't matter. But practice, because you want to go up there and you want to feel confident. Because if you go up there and, like, everybody's nervous. I mean, people are people. Nobody cares. But to feel confident and to say, okay, I know exactly what the cleanser does or something like that, it's going to make you feel better, and people are going to trust you more to say, okay, this is what I want to work on, this is what I need help with. And you can give, even if you don't know all the answers, don't make up answers, but just say, let me reach out to my upline, I just started, but I think it might be this or something like that. Just get that confidence and practice, practice, practice. It doesn't matter. It all comes with practice.
I had Desi come to my house for my launch party, and literally I had 2 people come, and I was like, I invited so many friends, no one showed up. It was Jody and her sister. Jody's my new distributor now, and Jenna might be her next distributor. So
Yeah.
those 2 people turned into distributors.
And it took a while. It wasn't right away.
It took a while, yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody can do anything. It just takes one.
Yeah, exactly. Starts with one. That's our whole thing. It starts with one. So it's super important. And if you haven't had a launch party, I saw some hands. We need to set that up literally today, tomorrow. We need to look at your schedules. We need to figure it out. So you can, even if like I said, all of you guys are my downlines, but even if it's not your direct upline, I'll help you, or I'm sure Rachel can help you, depending on the days, everything like that.
Yeah, because what I was just telling my team is because I just reached out to them that long ago, that a lot of them do need to do theirs, and I'm going to be out in California all for a whole week.
Yeah, so reach out to Rachel or I, or, we can lead you to somebody who can launch your business. And like I said, even if it's one person, it doesn't matter. It starts with one.
That one person might be your diamond.
Yeah. Okay. And then, has anybody looked into the It Works U training in Michigan? Anybody bought their tickets?
Well, no, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we go over how you do a computer party?
Uh,
I see them on the chat thing all the time, but I thought maybe we talked about that.
Yeah.
You do it online.
Yeah, we will. But anybody, have you bought your tickets to Michigan It Works U training? Good job, Sean. I don't care. I will rent like a van, nothing crazy, but yeah, well, I'll take a party bus up there. No, I will rent something, or we can carpool because we have room. I want anybody who possibly can. It's on April 18th. It's 10 in the morning till 4:30. And it's Pam Souter and Dr. Don. And I think maybe Mike. I don't know if Mike's going to be there. But whatever the case, they're going to be there. And when Rachel and I went down to One Team One Mission in Indiana, it was crazy. To hear Pam talk, I learned a lot of stuff. Face to face, it's different. Did you want to say?
Nope.
I think they're like $28 without lunch, $32.16 with lunch.
And what part of Michigan is it in?
It's in Jackson, Michigan. It's at Jackson Community College. Yeah, and
It's an investment though. Your drive is an investment and it's a write-off.
yeah, it's a tax write-off. It's an investment into your business. You're going to learn so much. Pam has so many good tips and everything like that. And Dr. Don, obviously, he's a doctor. He has formulated all of these products. He's going to be able to teach you about these products, things that you don't know. And if you don't tune into the Dr. Don calls I think his are Monday. Then you're not reaching down into your business and you're not growing. So it's important to at least try to get to this event. If you want to carpool, we can carpool. It doesn't matter. I'm sure everyone here would carpool because it saves us all money. So, yep, it's online, and is everybody in the Illinois chat here? Is everybody added into the Illinois chat? Everyone? Okay. I'll post it in what?
Is that the bottom one?
Yeah. I'll post the ticket link in there later.
It's April 18th.
April 18th, 10 a.m. to 4:30.
Sunday. What day is it on?
Check your phone, Zach. And I know when we went to the One Team One Mission, Sean and Zach talked to John Fisher, and I know it was like kind of a game changer for Sean because to see another guy actually working his business, not just his wife working. He works his business, I swear, as hard as his wife does. And I know Sean got an insight of that and saw oh my gosh, I can actually do this. I can blitz people. He gave them really good tips. So it's important to get your spouses or your significant other, get them involved because having two people working business, it will grow your relationship. I know Megan Tansey, she's a leader in Indiana. Since she brought her boyfriend home, it's been huge. Their relationship, she says it all the time. She literally was just crying about it the other day on a call about how much it has changed their relationship with each other. They go everywhere together. They're raising their son together. It's not when he gets home he's tired because he's coming home from work and he doesn't want to do anything. So getting them involved and boosting your business is not only going to change your financial future, but it's going to change your family in general. So it's important and then going to these, have them, drag them along. Sean didn't want to drive to Indiana. I'm pretty sure he complained about it a lot. I'm sure Zach complained about it a lot. You didn't go. Michigan. But, I mean, they didn't want to go, but it changed their vision on this business, and it's giving them a reason why. I mean, even though Sean doesn't want to, I turn on the calls on speaker, and he has to listen because it's on. So doing that, I mean, the other day we listened to one, and he's like, I just feel like I'm not doing enough to help you. And you're not. But as long as you feel bad and you want to do something and you're going to try, I don't care if I have to listen to the calls on speaker and annoy you every single day.
Can you also say the funds with all the info to listen to those phone calls?
All the phone calls can be listened to. The corporate phone calls can be listened to on the myitworksevents.com. All the recordings are on there. Our team calls, you have to go into our actual pages.
Is anybody not on the team doing this? Some people.
It's the Bod Squad and it's Team Dare to Dream.
A lot of the times they're on those pages. I was going to tag you on them when I see them, but they're most like those all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, those are our team calls. The actual corporate ones are on My It Works events.
I know I went to go like tag Cassie for the
Team Dare to Dream.
Yeah, and she wasn't on there, and I usually see most of the information on that one.
I would just bring it up.
Questions are in like the bottom spot for a lot.
Yeah. So if they're not added, then message one of us and we'll get it taken care of. And then, has anybody bought the social media training here? That's what I like to see, some hands. John Eric Mosier, he is like a big time dude. He works for Pixar, he works for all that, and he's working with It Works, and it's extremely expensive for the company. And they're charging until March 31st, it's only $59. 49, sorry. I'm thinking of raps. $49, and it teaches you how you should be posting on, it's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Isn't it broken up into
No.
What was that?
It's $7.95 or $7.99.
$95 a month.
What?
$95 a month.
It's $7.95 or $7.99 a month, and that's for your eSuite charge, because when you buy the social media training, they do weekly live interactive meetings. So you get that, and then you buy the social media training and you can keep going back into those. So it's a 100-day adventure, what it does, and you watch a video each day, and they're not long or anything like that. And it teaches you, it shows you how, because right now, as an entire business, not just our team, as an entire business, everybody's blowing up each other's news feeds with before and afters. And it's making us seem like a sales company, and that's not what we are. We're changing lives. We are helping people achieve their goals and their dreams. So that's not what we are. And we need to make sure that we are seen that way and not seen as a sales company, because it's hurting us in the end. And if people keep seeing us as sales company, it's going to turn people off and they're not going to want to join us. So it's important to get that social media training, and so you can learn and you get tips. Like one was unattaching your Facebook and your Instagram, because like it's the same thing. So why would somebody check both of them? And it's just a lot of small tips like that. Like I wouldn't have ever thought of that. Mine were linked. So it's important to just get in there, and it can change your business. This is an investment to your business. Your auto shipment, it's law. You have to have an auto shipment. That is not an option. It makes you commission qualified. It makes you eligible to promote. It just helps you a lot, and it lets you get the good bonuses, your fast start bonuses. It's so important, especially your first auto shipment, because that gives you the free 120 once you get your first 4. If you don't have your auto shipment, you're not going to get the free 120. So it's so important, and make sure you're telling your potentials when they're signing up. Tell them about the website fee, $20 a month. It's an investment into their business, and the auto shipment. You have to lead with integrity, because what we're doing is we don't want to have a bunch of followers. We all want all of you to be leaders, and we want you to be able to lead your team. And if people are signing up and they feel like you didn't tell them the whole story, and then all of a sudden they're stuck with this auto shipment and stuck with this website fee, and you didn't tell them about it, they're going to feel a little bit betrayed. So you have to make sure you're telling your potentials. And even if you don't tell them like right away, and you're talking to them and you're trying to get them pumped up and talk to them, what I do is I find out if they're really serious about the business. And if they are, and they're like, okay, I'm going to sign up. And I say, okay, so So there's 2 investments into your business each month. One is your website fee, and it allows you to go, it allows you to see your commissions, it allows people to go and sign up by themselves, because a lot of people aren't comfortable just giving away their credit or debit card numbers. They want to be able to get on and do it themselves. So it allows you to do that. And then the auto shipment, like I said, promotions, bonuses, and all that good stuff. So make sure you're telling your potentials about that, because I've heard that a lot. Like, I didn't know that, and I'm guilty. Sometimes I forget because I talk to so many different people. So it's hard to remember exactly what you talk. Keep your previous messages so you can at least scroll through. Make sure you're sounding intelligent and you sound like you know what you're doing, because if you don't, they're going to reach out to other team members and say, okay, they didn't tell me this, and you're being more honest with me. And I know we've had a lot of issues with stuff like that. So that's another reason why we need to be asking all of your potentials, did you talk to anybody yet? And it doesn't have to be anything big. They could reach out to you and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in it works. Okay, great. Have you talked to any other distributors? Because we're all one team, one mission, and we want to see each other succeed. And nobody's going to be like, oh, what? Because it's just a simple question, and that shows them that, okay, if I become a distributor, they're looking out for my best interest, even if they're not my downline or anything like that. It shows integrity. So you're going to get more honest, hardworking people doing that. Do you have something?
Also, when we say, like, ask people and stuff, and it's easy to say, like, oh, I've been working on people, make sure, like, you truly are, because, like,
messaging somebody and saying, hey, are you interested in it works, and them never responding to you is not working on somebody.
Working. And even if they message back, like, what is it works? And then you give them a big thing, and then they never message you again. Like, that's happened to me a million times. So, I don't know. That's just, like, a touchy subject on working with people.
Yeah, and not only that, is we all need to be sensitive to each other, because, say, like, you know, Rachel's talking to somebody, but then their sister signs up with a distributor under me. Well, I'm sorry, but if my sister is signed up as a distributor, I'm not going to sign with Rachel. I'm going to sign with my distributor. And we need to be sensitive about that too. But we need to be making sure every single time, because we don't know who's related, we don't know who's friends with who, and everything like that. Make sure. If this is not negotiable, you need to be asking, because we all want each other to succeed. And we don't want any, you know, animosity between each other because, you know, this one loyal customer, because everyone is important, and we don't want somebody saying, well, that could have been my last loyal for my free 120 or something like that. It cannot happen that way, because our team will fall apart. And then what support system will we have?
There are also people, like, if you try to think of it as an outsider, like, if I wasn't, like, me personally, if I wasn't a distributor, I would only stick with one person. But there are, think of it from their standpoint, maybe they want to talk to Courtney and Desi because one might have cheaper prices because they don't know that we are one team.
Because Mary Kay does that, where they can change the prices of their products, but we can't.
So if that happens, like, if there's 2 people and you guys realize you're both talking to the same person, try to contact the upline so that you guys aren't, like, fighting each other's hands off.
Yeah.
Because people lie too, like, you know,
I've had people lie to me and say, no, I never talked to anybody. Rachel's like, are you kidding me? I was talking to them.
Which is obviously a reason they're lying. Maybe they don't like me, but they got all the information.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
But that's why it's important to say, have you talked to anybody? And some people will say, yeah, I've been talking to Rachel, but I feel like I'm a little more comfortable with you. We talked in high school more, you know, whatever. It's important. And then if that does happen, this isn't, oh, well, you don't want to talk to them, fine. Okay, you're mine. No, find out why, because we want Rachel to better herself. We want her, you know, maybe it's Rachel's not giving all the information or something like that. We need Rachel to know that, because we all want each other to succeed. We're one team, one mission. And if it is where, oh, I feel like Rachel didn't tell me about the auto shipment, then don't contact her directly. I suggest contacting an upline. You guys can always contact me. Say, hey, you know, I was talking to a potential, and she's saying she's not going to sign unless she signs with me, because Rachel didn't tell her about the auto shipment. And I'll say, okay, hold off, let me talk to Rachel. Because maybe Rachel did tell her about the auto shipment. Who knows? But if they're saying, I'm not going to sign unless I sign with you, then obviously we're going to figure that out. If they're not going to sign, we want them to be able to change their life. So we're going to let them sign, obviously. And speaking of that, it's, like, make sure you guys are careful with who you sign, because we don't want to be filling boxes. This is not what we're in for. We're not filling boxes. We want everybody to succeed. We want them to be able to change their life. If you know that they're in it for the wrong reasons, and not only that, but if you feel like they're not going to be good, why are you signing them? Do you want to carry another person's business? No. That sucks. It's going to let you down in the long run. Say you built yourself all the way to diamond, or double diamond, or triple diamond, or whatever, and then all these people fall off because they didn't originally want it. You kind of force them into it. They aren't working their business, and you're working their business. You're going to drop off, and you're going to lose your promotions. You're going to lose your good bonuses if you're not signing people who are dedicated, who want this as bad as you do. And not everybody's a runner. I'm not saying that, but it's important to just know who you guys are signing. Talk to them. Find out their whys. If they're saying, well, you know, it could be extra money. Yeah, that's why I signed. I didn't sign up to change lives. Not in the beginning. I wanted extra money. I didn't know what this company was about. And now I'm like, oh, I know this could help this mom so much. So just watch who you're signing. If you know that they're kind of sketchy people and you're like, well, I don't really trust them. I think they're going to talk to other people's potentials or something. Don't sign them. Just say, we're one team, one mission, and I want you to succeed, and I don't think right now is a really good time. You don't have to be rude about it. You don't have to anything. And then, you know, and then they could see that as, okay, you know, maybe I do need to, you know, buckle down and focus on what I need to do right now. Because like Courtney was literally just saying, her sister wanted to sign, and she said, I don't think this is right for you right now. You're going to school, you're just having a child and stuff like that. That was smart of Courtney, because maybe her sister wouldn't have been able to work as hard then and wouldn't have gotten her free 120 or something like that. And Courtney doesn't want to build her business as well as her own. So it's just important about that. And then that's it. I know you want to talk about online parties. I know on, I think it's the Bod Squad, in the Files tab, it's super important. Everybody go home on the Bod Squad and the Team Dare to Dream. There's a Files tab, there's a Photos tab, there's a bunch of different tabs, but those are kind of the ones that are most important. And you can see before and after pictures on there. You can see a lot of different things on the Files tab. It has the entire, like, it's a PowerPoint that you follow for an online party. It literally tells you exactly what to say. So, and I've done 1 or 2 online parties, and I've kind of changed the wording to something where, to make it sound like I'm talking, because people don't want to hear robotics. They don't want to hear the same exact thing on every single online party. So tweak it a little, make it sound like you, put your own before and after pictures in, things like that. And I think on one of the online party presentations, and I have it on my computer, so check the Files tab first, and if you can't find it, message me or message the Illinois Bod Squad, and we can, I can post it in there too. But just check out that Files tab. They have the double diamond, the presidential diamond, the triple diamond. They have all those charts, so you can see, say your goal is to be a triple diamond, you can see that chart and things like that. They have different testimonies for the relief and products that not a lot of people, you know, start off the business knowing. We all know the wraps, but we might not know much about the relief. But I know that in Team Dare to Dream, they have a whole testimony on the relief. They have that stuff, so it's important to check out those Files tab and see and, you know, learn for yourself about all that stuff. And then I know a lot of, and this just came to my mind, on a lot of the pages, the same exact questions are being asked over and over and over again. If you're on a desktop computer, get on the page, there's a search bar where you can type in, so say you're wondering about the relief, type in relief on the search bar, and you're going to see all the questions that came up about relief. So that's really nice, because I know a lot of people, like, they won't answer because, like, well, that was just answered yesterday. So check out that search bar, or the search tab, and then there was something else. Yeah.
Do something, because I feel like when I got on board today, I read over 300 messages. Like, and that's not what I want to do after an membership.
Yeah.
Really, I don't.
Yeah.
I do. I read everything.
Because you don't know what you're gonna miss.
But it's the same questions. I'm like, it's almost to the point sometimes where I'm like, oh, don't want to read those 200 messages because I'm sure it's 50% of what I already know.
Yeah.
But screenshot stuff.
Screenshot stuff, and like I said, use that search bar. It is so beneficial. I use it all the time. I'm like, oh man, I really know I saw this before and after picture that I wanted to see in there. So I type it. You can type somebody's name and their post will come up, all that good stuff. So
In the chat or chats too, or just?
no, you can't search the chats, but on the pages you can search.
Repeat questions are just gonna happen though.
I mean, they are going to happen. I'm not saying that.
Like in the chats and stuff, I mean, because it's hard to read everything.
Yeah, but that's why it's important to check the pages and stuff, because there's so much good information on those pages. So check and search those pages. I know a lot of us work our business from our phones, but it takes, 10 minutes to jump on the computer, search. And even if you're not looking for a specific question, if you're like, I just want to know a little bit more about the Preventage, and you check out the video on your eSuite Training Academy, which everyone needs to do. I had a girl do it in 3 hours the other day. That's dedication. Because that's a lot of videos, but it's super important. Watch those. It teaches you about every single product that we have.
Did everybody know about the product code page too?
Yes, that's what I was just gonna. That's what I couldn't remember. Yes, it's My It Works Product Coach, and it is like it's a woman, and you click on the products, or you can type in a question, and it'll answer some question will say, we cannot find an answer for you. But if you click on the product, it's on the left side. You click on the greens, and it'll tell you all about the greens and about like how the greens don't have a daily nutritional value. And like I didn't know that, but I just went through there and I clicked on it and I just read a little bit, because those are questions that people are going to ask. I did have a lady ask me that, and I had no idea where I would have gotten the answer. And I asked the pages and nobody knew, but then I jumped on Product Coach and it was there. So it's important to check those too before you're asking the team pages. Those team pages are there to use, but we want it to be not totally clogged that people don't want to check it. So check out the My It Works Product Coach, search the page and all that good stuff.
Just like explore your eSuite.
Yeah.
I know there's like a couple people that were asking like how to sign up, like customers and stuff. And it was really late at night, and it's like, if some people weren't able to answer that question, like, you might have lost that customer because you didn't know how. That also goes for, like, learning all the products, because you never know if someone's like, well, I don't really go to the bathroom regularly. If you have any product that you might not know, you might only know about, like, the thermo and the fat fighters, and then you're like,
but we have regular.
And then you miss out on that.
Yeah, so it's super important to check those out. And watch the Training Academy. It shows you about being a leader. It shows you about why you need your ADBV auto ship. The steps to success. The steps to success is huge. That is making sure and ensuring your business is growing properly every single month. Obviously, it's not a quota that you have to meet or anything like that, but it makes sure that you're not focusing, because I've said this a million times in the past month or two. It doesn't matter if you sign every distributor in the world and you have 30,000 distributors underneath you. If you're not signing any loyal customers, if you're not focusing on loyal customers, you're not going to promote anyway. So it's important. Focus your business around everybody. That's why we get 4 loyal customers a month and 3 distributors. So even that out. Don't just search for distributors, or don't just search for loyals. You want it to be evenly spread out. Is there anything else that you guys?
Green carpet.
Green carpet. Yes. Don't look confused. You know. That's obviously my husband. Green carpet. It is July. Is it 24th? 24th and 25th. It's in Florida. And okay, good excuse for a vacation, number 1.
You don't have to ride a plane.
And you can drive. We had a lot of people drive down to Limelight before last minute. The tickets are $50. You sell 2 wraps, get there. And well, I mean, obviously it's more than that, but I know I'm doing a thing for my team, because Rachel's doing a thing for her team, and it's going to be huge. And yes, it is a little costly to go down to Florida. Obviously, we don't live in Florida, but get down there. Seriously, get down there. It's so important. Everything you do is a tax write-off, because it's a business trip, even though we're going to be having so much fun. And
you can team up with people every once in a while.
Yeah, share rooms. You don't have to get your own room. Rachel and I are going to share with Zach. No, I'm just kidding. One bed.
What part of Florida is this?
They haven't officially announced it yet, but we're pretty sure that it's in, how do you say it, Bradenton? I don't know I'm terrible with words. But yeah, they said that's where corporate headquarters is, and they're talking about doing tours. So we're assuming that's where it is, but it's not guaranteed, so I wouldn't buy your plane ticket quite yet.
And like Tessie was saying earlier, like it's different than watching it, because like I'm sure all of us watched.
And if you didn't watch the Limelight stuff, you need to get your stuff together because it's awesome.
And you miss out on a lot of clothes. I know.
Yes, Limelight shoes.
It's exclusive or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You probably buy it if you go there.
Yeah. So get to green carpet if you can. You know, Rachel's doing a thing where she's paying for tickets. I'm doing a thing where I'm paying for tickets and some other stuff. And start saving now. Sell those wraps. Keep that wrap cash, even though we like filling our gas tanks with it. But, you know, just stay with it and work towards getting that free stuff. And I know for my team, if you guys do buy your stuff for green carpet, I'll reimburse you for it because I want everybody to go, even if you don't win. I want everybody there. So, yeah.
Can you talk more about, like, becoming a distributor? Because I know we have like, a couple of potentials.
Yes. What exactly did you, was there something you were specifically aiming at?
Like, kind of just, she kind of asked me about, like, is it hard to promote?
No.
Like,
No.
Like, you know, like,
No, because what you're doing.
It's coming from me, it's coming from everybody.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's because you're working it into your normal life. This is not something you have to do on the side on top of all these other things. This is something like I will go to the grocery store, or I was at Menards the other day and some lady totally shut me down and like I didn't even care because I'm practicing my blitzing, but you know, you work it into your normal life. You go to the grocery store, you pull out a blitz card, or like I got my lovely earrings in and somebody will be like, what are those, what is that? What is all that stuff you're wearing? Oh, it works, you've never heard of it, and you pull out your blitz card and you tell them a short little spiel. You say, you know, we're all natural products, all that good stuff. Our main product is the body wrap, and it's amazing. Here are my pictures from when I wrapped, and people are like, what? That's real? Yeah, all results are permanent with a healthy lifestyle. You work it into your life, and it takes 5 seconds to post, and there's even apps where you can write all your posts that night and then have them post automatically at certain times. I mean, if you're that busy, you can do that. This is not something that you have to invest a ton of time in. This is something where it's your spare time, but you're making full-time income.
Also, if you flip someone and like, oh yeah, someone gave me a card and sign with them, this company is awesome, like promote that.
Yes, because that makes you look that much better. That's happened to me, like, oh yeah, I've heard of it. Why haven't you tried it? You can ask Sean, literally, that's every time if somebody says, yeah, I've heard of it. Why haven't you tried it? Because these things are awesome. Because it works. Exactly.
I had some ladies with me yesterday, and I'm like, oh, actually,
Funny story.
I just started doing that. She's like, when I was coming over to you, I was thinking in my head, I wonder if she's already doing it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah. So it's important to just work it into your normal life. You don't have to invest a ton of time in it. Yeah, once you start ranking up and you really get in there and you have a lot of distributors underneath you, it does take time, but that's when you're also making the money where you don't have to work. So.
I remember a lot of these people are going to nursing school. I homeschool 4 kids. And
yeah. So you can do it. And as long as you remember your why and you're like, I'm doing this for my son or I'm doing this for my daughter, that's going to keep you motivated no matter what. If you keep remembering, like, I want to do this because I don't want to have to go to work. I don't want to have to go and stay at work 2 nights a week. That's what I kept telling myself. I hate going to work 2 nights a week. I hate it. I don't want to do it. And well, guess what? I just put my 2 weeks in because I stayed motivated, I stayed consistent, and I stayed driven, and I wanted to do this. So that's what I did. You can do anything that you put your mind to, literally. So as long as you're like, this is what I want to do. I want to stay home. That's what you're going to do. And you just keep remembering your why. And you do make sacrifices. Like, I would love to be laying in my bed right now. I love being here too. But, you know, who doesn't like laying in their bed? Right. But I'm here because I love my team, I love what I do, and I want to keep doing it.
So, he feels neglected, but
Oh, Rachel and I neglect our husbands all the time. But it's a sacrifice because now I sacrificed and I stayed up a lot at night and I stressed a lot about my team and I did all that. But, it's worth it because now I'm going to be home. And now I don't have to worry about it.
We probably see each other more than we see our other halves.
Yeah, seriously. Connect with your team. It's so important. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without Rachel and without Megan Tansey. They're like my everything. I literally see Rachel more than I see my mother.
She'll snap me. Do you want to neglect our husbands?
Exactly. I'm pretty sure I just did that like yesterday. Do you want to neglect your husband with me, please?
And she's like, Dave, I gotta go put pants on.
Reach out to your team. I literally Google Hangout at least like 4 to 5 times a week. And I love to add new people in there because it's so fun to you can do funny faces on there and it's just fun. Even if it's not all about It Works, it's connecting with people who have the same dreams, the same goals, same everything. And it literally makes you happier. It makes you want to do your business more because you want to have more time to Google Hangout with your friends.
That's when your sidelines come in because you can, you don't want to trash anybody, but sometimes you might, Courtney might not want to have to me, she might rather
That too. Yeah. Yeah, Court. Let's all talk about Rachel after this.
We probably do.
Awesome, especially friends with mom, being a mom,
Yeah, a lot of the distributors are moms.
I don't have any friends except for this
Yeah.
this group right here.
Yeah.
My best friends are having kids and everything, so.
Yeah. And it's different because my best friend, she still refuses to do It Works, even though I'm quitting my job and everything. I don't know where she went. Exactly what I'm saying. She just leaves. But I've been trying to work on her, and it's funny because a year ago, she was like, I'm going to try these wraps, and I'm like, you're an idiot because that's not going to work. It's water weight. I was so mean to her. I was so mean to her about it. I literally was such a jerk. And look where I am today. And that's why I like made her feel so bad about it. She's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not supporting you when you were such a jerk to me. But like, obviously she's still my friend, but I don't talk to her. And she got super mad at me because Megan Tansey is like my best friend. And we literally Google all the time. And Olivia just moved from Minnesota. And I never talked to Olivia after I started doing It Works because I was talking to people with the same goals, same dreams, and I was doing super good. And that's what I wanted to keep doing. What? Surround myself with positivity and with other people who are doing this full time and everything like that. So, I don't know, reach out to your sidelines, your downlines, like make it fun. This is a business, but it should be fun.
There are going to be times when you like get in a rut, like I wanted to quit in November, like just step back. If you lose your vision because you're stressed out and you're in a rut, step back, reevaluate, because people can sense your negativity, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not posting like, oh, it's such a bad day you're posting, I feel like when you're down,
people know. People know when you're down.
And like the way you post, like if you put like you as in you, not why would you want to try this rap or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and no exclamation points, no question marks. Like no one is gonna want to do that. I'm the biggest person on like appearance, like not being like head management like that, but like if that looks cool, like I'm all about that.
Yeah.
You can talk all day, but I'm a visual person, and I will tell you what, I would not even. I just scroll past you, like probably block you from being on my timeline.
Yeah.
Honesty, because that's just not how you promote your business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm all about exclamation points all the time. People think I mean sometimes.
Oh my God. I abuse the exclamation point. I use like 10 exclamation points in a 5-word sentence. Who's a potential here? One? One potential?
That was out of nowhere. When she said that, I was like, oh.
Well, then you get a free supplement.
Yay.
Woo! Awesome. So you'll just have to let me know which one you want. Which one you want? Do you know any of them?
No, I didn't like
Oh, yes. Hunter, she'll... Oh, my purse isn't in. There we go. That's what I like to see. You should never leave your house without Blitz cards. Never Blitz cards. And I always have catalogs. Sean even has Blitz cards in his truck.
You should always keep on for facts on your purse. Because when you
Yeah.
show a person your results, you say, hey, did these actually work? They're like, oh, how much are they? I'm like, oh, $25. Like, oh, I have one right here.
Yep.
They'll give you the text right away. I just
Boom.
sold 2 of them just because I have them in my purse.
Yep. I always keep wraps in my purse. So, hair, skin, and nails? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some nasty ones.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions? Anyone? I will post the call about blitzing later on today when I get home. Yes, eat some food.
I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Okay.